It was a busy spring summit for the EPP heads of state and government who met just before the European Council. They endorsed not only the Fiscal Compact on economic stability, coordination and governance, but also the proposal of Serbia as an EU candidate country and the re-election of Herman Van Rompuy as President of the European Council.
All what we have done the last 2 years is bearing fruit, and we are seeing the first fragile results, but real results. Lowering interest rates and relaxation in the bond markets, and an end to all the rumors about breaking up of the Eurozone.
President Van Rompuy will chair the Eurozone summit under the Fiscal Compact. This new treaty reinforces economic discipline, allowing the Eurozone countries to scrutinise each other's budgets. Any nation which does not adhere to the rules will be fined up to 0.1% of its GDP.
Sending the signal to the financial markets that the Eurozone is serious about fiscal discipline, about our coming current economic difficulties, and it will prevent from running into similar mistakes again.
We have to understand that all countries must reduce the indebtedness level, otherwise we will again back to the same trap when we are just at this moment. So, some better hopes than we had.
Now signed by 25 of the member states, the Fiscal Compact needs to be ratified by the national parliaments. A referendum will be held in Ireland.
In our country, there is no intermediate point between legislation and the constitution. And if you change your constitution, you have to have a referendum. This referendum will be one that will be wide open and comprehensive. Discussion will take place with the people so that they really understand that this is an opportunity for them to really cement Ireland's relationship with Europe, both in Ireland's interests and in Europe's interests. And it's very important in the sense of keeping the confidence level high for investment into Ireland and for the opportunity that Europe presents for jobs and for growth.
The EPP also congratulated colleague Janša on becoming Slovenia's Prime Minister. He spoke to us about Serbia eventually joining the EU and how this new candidate status might help to alleviate the conflict between Serbia and Kosovo.
It's a new important step toward greater stability in the region, but there are still a long way to go to implement European standards. And it's also an important step for Kosovo, because during this period of negotiations of both countries, they will be able to solve their bilateral open issues, I think, in much better atmosphere than if this didn't happen.
I hope in the European Council today the position of Serbia could be definitely receiving a positive answer from all the chief of government and head of states.
Eugenia Carr-Tymoshenko attended the summit on behalf of her mother and thanked the EPP for its continuing support during the distressing situation in Ukraine, where only a few days ago the former Interior Minister was also unlawfully imprisoned alongside former Prime Minister Yulia Tymoshenko.
We're just sending a message of alarm to our friends in EPP, to Europe, just to say that from my mom's behalf that they continue fighting for freedom, even being behind bars, but hopefully that this price they're paying for freedom of Ukraine.
Present in 17 out of the 27 EU governments, the EPP is the largest political party. President Martens explained the importance of such an EPP summit.
It is a long tradition. I think more than 25 years. Why is it important? If we really want to have influence on these decisions, there's a high necessity for consultation between our leaders.
The EPP's next statutory congress, which takes place every 3 years, will be held in Romania in October. President Băsescu told us how he was looking forward to the event.
Romania is extremely experienced in organizing such events. The main message of EPP Congress from Bucharest will be about freedom, will be about solidarity, will be about responsibility.
These EPP values, together with the Fiscal Compact and Commission proposals to boost growth, especially youth unemployment and SMEs, have certainly helped to change the mood from crisis mode to growth mode. Slowly, confidence is being restored. Join us again at the EPP's next summit in June.